betimi akano na ba babo adwuma enso no atimi de amamo Franco Mastantuano nso no nei wa join Fiorentina on loan from Real Madrid antino de no so atien Liverpool aso na ye wura nei o ma ba wuram ewo Barcelona aso abrantia ne din Ronald Araujo no o matimi akotwe no so ma babo adwuma enfamo on loan na abrantia no so no wa bisa kan nso no atimi de ama omo enti hye pa just a season loan and an option to buy intino de no so atie enso anonom Jabi Alonso ni ana wo ka kire Chelsea fans no abanke muntie Alonso saying anei won pese obebobo na afi no Chelsea fans no asa mutitifie na mo hwebo no TV Chimumra Stadium na monfa fie entum opponent ne so what you say Stamford Bridge on we say ho yehu enti no say we need the power to play just moba yes umbenya hoden enso na timi e de asia kan we ensema Alonso so no ono so de aba remsam ere ma Napoli so no de e ba chemu dia omo so no Jesus omadi na chi den nemom Jesus I say ni agent no omonyo madwen se ombegye ni mu amana kobo adwuma enso no atimi ere amom Liverpool so no womu eko just Spence on senka jan komu kohwe senka mu sabetimi nemom adwen sesa enso na san ba ewo just Spence ho efa Liverpool ntino de enoso etie no tuba kotoa keeper adema Madrid boboko no na unim se World Cup osiakan adema Belgium onya injury kakra ene daba betodwa ene se kotoa ene wasan fit fully fit ababa juma enso no atimi ere ama Madrid boboko no nti 100% fit ena waye enso no ne wa beginam na de metiche ma friendly match amo ene Deportivo ene Saka ufo araba boni no abrante no obetimi aginam na osiakan enso no atimi ere ama omo entino de no so atie no na yewuramu dia na ye City aso ye ababe todwa se amo ene Olympique de Marseille akonti asapam ajatum abrante ne din ere Geronimo Rulli amabo adwuma emfa amon 2 year deal enti yehwe se de no so no esi atie ewo ho na nsam de edoso pa yemfansi na afi no yemra abajafo atanase yemedi nkomo yentwensem no sere ni abasa o messages no koso man famra on 0534 503469 fabra na yenkan enfama Facebook nso no obetimi ade o messages no nso no atimi ade afa honum na kan enso no atimi ade amount entino se no susu pa se o messages no beba na yakan o Facebook MEDEAMAA 2.9 FM yabe kan kama enso no atimi ade amount entino se no susu pa yehwe na yawuram na yene abadwafo enso no atimi adi nkomo so kama isto ha sa enso na Aguero enso no ewo ha abankei ewo ha yo fana ni fasare omunyina ewo ha no ma yabehwe na yawuram kakra ewa manone ewia ya tiesis mu fie ya be di fie nkomo enti de ne so atie eno no enwe na eni nkomo kakra na yenhwe unim se Black Queen so no omo ejina akono nyame adoma edachena omo eni Malawi maba no na ede ebebo ani nti Aguero
executioner
me wachi mu akwaba
eje so nia
Aguero bibia e fine there
bibia e fine
ede nyame ase
bibia e fine pa bibia de na kwem
okay
nti ede nyame ase
so weekend bibia de na kwem there
oh yeah bibia de na kwem unse nyame adomo a ekomi krom
we kwa tebubu
ani
in the
middle of the month yeah abonofo wo afashe bi ayi nyina yedi efe de mekobo no yidi say wate ho asem mekobo no na we are the 5th edition course at tebubu then you be hosti
okay
I mean say from the 20th or so A week full pack of activities and a year. Tinyami Adomoa. Doris Bodu and Grace Asantwe free. Wafcon no ebewia ye nyina yebekɔ fie na yebekɔ bono yakodi afase nti abonofo nyina afase techiman for sunyane doma mu nyina brekum omu nyina yeba yatemu eba bedi mekɔ bono nti no na me adon yebekɔ bono na yakɔhye fa ɛwɔ hɔ no so ye kakra free hɔ ba I'm starting free me am club Manchester City Enzo Maresca was what ase na ohu Babia is here bano. This is arguably the biggest ever challenger or be taken up as a manager. Now, I started free Manchester City as a youth coach. From then, Anna Otoa so eco coach Leicester City or do about the Premier League proper. O free one about Chelsea, ever for a Jumano. Now, menu me unibejia to me say at this moment in time, what the Man City in Chelsea, ejina wa na uwe omumi enu City mo do in Chelsea. It's about Chelsea, no. After the first training section, or in the first press conference, and obey didn't come say, Oba European country say, Omeje Premier League, and answer Ome qualify Champions League. So Ome Yejuma and Oba. Ejitum. Emra Chelsea, the change of managerial situations, a buy, ownership, no, a buy, no. Omo buy, Todd Bolly, Baghdad the Galley, and the Kelly Consortium, no. They've come with different ideas. And it's evident with the coaches are almost far warm, and the players are Chelsea sign warm, evident. And so over Chelsea level no above from Kakra. As we speak this season, and now they are Chelsea ebe compete over Europe. Okay. And we see at the back with you over. And he also says baby a free year Oban. He has moved a step up. I was who? I didn't think American is the sort of signings are Maresca pesa wayen. Are there the problem, Baba? For Elliot Anderson, he was already scouted and targeted before Maresca ever the equation. Are you Buadi almost scouting for the World Cup? The story I made here, a baffle make say, Pedro Neto. Now, and yet just a rumor. Manchester City are contacted Pedro Neto in the camp. Say possibly on person was explore. Say Kwenya Dawa on person the Manchester. And beside me, say. Is Pedro Neto the sort of player to elevate Manchester City to the next level? Because there's a club, it's a functioning club that is based on winning, a proper and an organized institution, organization. You know, we are very well organized. And see, over Manchester City, Sana Maresca na di nkomo. You see, adeba kwa wonhu ya ne say City enters some managers. It's because those managers have been successful over the years. The last 17 years, Man City has only had 3 different managers. Roberto Mancini, Manuel Pellegrini, and then Pep Guardiola. The managers are coaching Man City in the last 17 years. The only one Omuja no kwan is Roberto Mancini. Onumpono, one of the kind of Man City be Omedri. The first year, the Omoje the FA Cup. And then the second year, or the Man City budget the Premier League proper. The third year, na unko ye no muja no kwai. Pellegrini buy in the first year budget Premier League. Pep Guardiola buy na team no conform. Until the 1 year man build a new team. The next year or the team G league with 100 points. I been see Premier League, you know, as at now year can say. And so coach is in a ban Obia leave with a mark. Now Maresca may not be unlucky because Nipa Noah, the coach now will free who are replacing, you know. As a standard or raising very high. The standards of Manchester City, Pep Guardiola is raising very high. And so Obano, 1 year, you better judge on the standard of Pep Guardiola. Menu mi onibejia tum say this moment in time, Pep Guardiola and Enzo Maresca and your pet. But it's not a juma wabaya to our okoniti no. Oh ba shoes na obe feeling no. Shoes are as a dupa.
So do you think say there will be a pressure on him say or a jumana Pep aya to no or be room no ebema pressure be ban because when you deliver more
there's pressure
as the team na call
there's pressure. Okay. So Pep na quite few no. The last season no ultimate compete e the second or league no. E we the Carabao Cup and or the FA Cup in the chat to answer na work. So Pep last but 1 game no. It was a game of the J Trophy. And you know Enzo Maresca eba no the mark na Pep Guardiola leave, you know, that is where most people will judge him on. Let's look at the other side of Manchester. United. Bra Alex Ferguson aircon.
Okay.
I heard the Meji Tum say the manager nankasa na compare or very place Alex Ferguson or manya no. Oma Ferguson kwan so no one appointed the successor. Eti ono di can identify Pep Guardiola. Efred ne ko dinner. Eni di nkomo say obeji adwuma no ho akọ. Na mo percent ka okwa Pep na take over the managerial reins at Manchester United. Pep ka say wate. Obema ni muaye. But up till now, Pep never gave Ferguson that response. Adwuma no na wanye interested. And I can understand that because the Pep in the Man City or the Man United are ko be got Ferguson kwa di kan be yebi. And now on nyadia Pep back for adwuma Ferguson eja to ho. Omuwie Carlo Ancelotti, but Carlo Ancelotti was going to Paris Saint-Germain. Now Mourinho so sign echi aba Chelsea that same summer. Eti Man United top 3 replacement for Alex Ferguson. They got the 4th in David Moyes. In the case of Manchester City, a different kakra, and I don't favor Maresca kakra because he has been there 3 years ago now, Man City as an assistant manager. Manchester City edged treble in 2023 no. Now Okaho as an assistant manager now to bench. And until most of the players in the they are familiar with him, he's familiar with them. The institution nankasa na no. And penifo how do we be no? Omu nimo no. And onimu omo. And only one thing na is a bekwama no kakra. It's in his favor. Nemum the signings no a omeso omo ye no. Ehon na me problem. One of Manchester City's biggest problems over the last 2-3 seasons is City any wingers a team go. The goal burden has been solely on Erling Braut Haaland. Okay. 3 seasons ago, Phil Foden came up with 28 goals. But the last 2 seasons, on team reproduces the same number of goals in EBU. And the burden has been on Erling Haaland alone. Till one go no na club na kwa here. And until last January, who said City sign Antoine Semenyo. As I said, the typical winger or electric fire or budget ball no at the ball na how atwetwe or yes microphone bi. So if you compare Antoine Semenyo to the opposite winger on the other flank, Jeremy Doku, there's a vast difference. Doku ni ball no was in Semenyo. Or ball no be how. Semenyo isn't that mode of winger. Semenyo winger will him go ne say. And some kofa Semenyo by. And oba no so no ye nyina dia dan so oba no so nantena no oposu ne ye di Manchester City
o start ye pa.
Yes, o start ye di ko wie ye na goals no wo hye. That is one thing they've been lacking. Now Man City comparing a biemu abade a I do not understand why City will let go of Savinho and go and sign Pedro Neto. I want a problem in now. Say Obama Savinho ni ball ne boss ne Pedro Neto. Savinho nim go she. Obetima ya adwuma ni nyina. But Odupo no mu a he's the same mode as Jeremy Doku. They are players who assist more than they score. Omumienu. They assist more than they score. Last season Jeremy Doku we no. Now register 15 open play assist. 15. But goals or share a new 10. Savinho ba the first season of Man City no. Or register I believe 12 or 13 assists with only 2 goals. It's almost assisting more than they score. It is almost Savinho accord there. You get a winger who is potent at scoring goals. Okay. Winger in him is 15, consistently 15, 16, 17 to 20 goals and upwards. And so who pesa winger ni be there? I don't know for an Real Madrid. Now question Rodrigo Goes. And can sabe to me akano. Last summer there were conversations around Rodrigo Goes, but Wama Manchester City last summer. Looking at what is going on at Real Madrid this summer, no, it's very clear. So Abrante recover. Ball no be na when you be a mosa. And so on no and in the camp will be contemplating on whether to stay at Real Madrid and now say to leave. And until so pairing that's why Savinho accord there. For me, I don't understand why you let Savinho leave. Because Tottenham discard by City for na about to ego. They will demand a very higher fee. It is our back for Savinho accord there. Then I believe the best thing will be so an additional winger on him go instead of going for Pedro Neto. In terms of age,
Pedro Neto not fit into the team, and I say the modern mono our form as compared to
the modern born uniform. But you see, like I said, there is the mode of player I believe they need now. Someone in the mode of Semenyo, winger will be to me as goals. And you can imagine say if the City team like that one, so right winger they share goal do na Haaland so share goals. That's a phone to me back to the scoring form one. Not left side also to me share goal.
Okay.
And now so when a potent winger be on the bench. You see, I don't know how Man City I don't know. So winger City started games, you know. Now winger no be free bench in no. On your winger where you go threat. On your winger where you go threat. Some years back, City had players who were goal threats from the bench. So let's go back to the treble season of 2022-23. Haaland, Sheffield, I believe 51 goals. Riyad Mahrez 17 goals. Kevin De Bruyne 10 goals. Foden 14. Alvarez, I believe, scored 15 or 16. And it is another Alvarez and Foden and started most of the time. Omu free bench no bar. Omu the goals never. But in this instance, Pedro Neto is not noted for being a very potent scoring winger. It's the idea of letting Savinho leave and chasing Pedro Neto, for me, I don't buy into that.
Okay.
And so the 10 one best successful is going to start from a one the best at free. Is it?
Mati. Mera se Aguero no and I watching in Kano, my son Conhonum na Yashe a year a class friend is Kakra National, a Cosuno. Na bibia so no atimi akoso kama nti aban wo ha mamenko abanki hono na afi minti ono so ama men wako aba
ze me jodo
bibia ye fine there
oh na me na do bibia boko na wa say
ne ho ye pa mamenkai enuanum a omo hwe on Facebook no anase onso betim do message afa wona odi abre obe like wa comment na wa share na onua so no anya bi ahwe eno nti no Facebook page no ya adwuma MEDEAMAA 92.9 FM room ewo honum na o comment bia pese o de maye bia no onso no watimi de amaye aban
the yankete for the side Facebook no YouTube so MEDEAMAA FM it e call MEDEAMAA YouTuber ebo MEDEAMAA FM a I was here live or there and pay me cheche for ya. Minchia young boss director, baby Obia, Mr. Moses Sama, baby Obia and penny Americano in chair team in India. Minchia the SAS of Tyler One and SAS goodbye and phones and accessories. Minchia and the power medanasi. In fact, as a and a poet maybe that Nigeria start with the transfers and I'm so more kumuka especially what, in my opinion, the disrespecter Barcelona tried the whatever Rodri, that is the current best player of the just ended World Cup.
And you think say disrespect?
Yes, to
I
me.
I didn't think disrespect.
Share the transfer. Yes, share the transfer issues. Deco, honestly, to be very honest, Deco is not being serious.
I didn't think I only serious.
Yenya yinimde eze my friend there Meliton car.
The fact so word best and I say wake up winning chese yan kukuru sika nyina nkoma
ana meland the bet massive. My friend there Meliton car na Meliton no Aguero so pay. Also SAP. Miss Meliton car no 100,000 Ghana cedis. Aguero already has 2 cars already are all use, but I will know a new CB like our new car. It's a method between our Aguero no Aguero here car no more than I won't hear car more than Aguero because Aguero will 2 already. I would the Nibi Aguero album what there oh Mr. Milton can 100,000, but okay the 55,000 or them ma'am. It's maybe in a month's time or the 15,000 Baba Sodo. More 70,000 out of the 100,000 I'm paying. But I also catch him in here can pa ma menuaya confirm no so minim da no kanu in here Aguero no 2 the door into when ya can pa fano. But our ma decide am the can be so aban e be ya catch him dey kita 45,000. 45,000 dey kita no point dey be boss so do Calameton 100,000. Obi the 55 obi the 55 aban for the 15 baba so do. Mess there that be because minim that when you can relationship am now one now be yes 45,000. You see everything shows there Rodri will prefer to play for Barcelona. Why? Because even a share midfield trio are on one boy in the World Cup now. They are Barcelona players. You see, that telepathy no, is already between them, amongst them. And Esha, now no, most of the Spanish team players, yeah, Barcelona players. In thinking the way no, and Esha, that cordial relationship between Barcelona and a Man City now, because there has been players workers between the two clubs, and Esha Pep Ofi Barcelona Command City, Esha the sporting director. Inti there's that cordial relation. Wa quite Spanish and so no. Inko obe preferred obe ko Barcelona, but the offer Barcelona is putting on board. Fine, you don't have the money. In verbal aspects, no, we can all clearly see there Rodri will choose Barcelona ahead of Madrid. And that Aguero can that discrepancies between Madrid and the city. And into a very difficult there, Rodri, Ofi Man City, Obeko Madrid. And now look at the other side of the coin. So Rodri leave City. Enzo Maresca wants to go for Enzo Fernandez from Chelsea. Between Rodri currently and Enzo Fernandez, I have a player in Ebeka that no one was through. And even Chelsea is requesting for 120 million for it. And you expect the City button or a Rodri 45 million.
In football business, no, we don't need say who do see Kenya.
Yes, I know the best rental do. Definitely, you could go there kotada yes rental do. But look, you at least you have to consider the margin. Abedina Rodri for Man City in J. He's won everything he has to win with Manchester City. It's at least he would want to try a new challenge. Forget about the age. Messi 39 years. Cristiano Ronaldo 40 years, Vasingwa 40 years, Maradona 41 years. Look at their performance in the World Cup. Inti mama yankade Rodri in 30 into his past his prime. Look at his contribution. Ami Kobina Metadi. Mekade, he's one of the main reasons into Spain winning World Cup. The last time Aguero had the characteristics of Rodri as a central as a defensive midfielder. He's that type. He will combine that Makalele's side with the Sergio Busquets side. Obani defense are there and block ball now. Oba block ball now. Obani say there and ball now. On for ball on turn on ball. On determine the nature of the ball. How he is also there. So the question is, he currently the best central defenders. The defensive midfielders in the world currently are. Entumum the first three ninja Rodri. And looking at his pedigree, his performance, fine, you have a cordial relationship with his team. Fine, player not wish there, he will come and play for you. But you don't try to disrespect him with the amount you are going in for.
Yeah, I don't see that once.
Deco, and let's be very honest. Between Madrid, though Mourinho, I come out to say they anonye Rodri no hishe. But action between Madrid and Barcelona in terms of defensive midfielder, Madrid needs Rodri more than Barcelona needs Rodri. Madrid needs Rodri more than, because this actual Madrid team now, there's no player like that, like Rodri in the Madrid team. Player over block ball, no, over determine the pace of the game in that central defensive role. No. Player behind Madrid or to them. After the exit of Toni Kroos, no, Madrid hasn't gotten that player again. So technically, Madrid needs Rodri more than Barcelona, because actually Barcelona central midfield now. Able to make Frankie de Jong who can do that work at least. So undo Rodri in pedigree in par, he can still do that work. Into Barcelona feels like already there are two players that can fit into that role. Into they are not really fighting for Rodri, unlike Madrid. And Esha, Real Madrid, you know, what are there? Mourinho and Shada and Pede are involved in itself with all this Rodri Bois, because I know I come out quite clear there. onye player pay. But Eshe Madrid setup now, they really need Rodri. On the other side, Barcelona, they are now refusing to cough up the money because Wakwa there. Now the player have no other option. Opedo of Manchester City. He doesn't want to go to Madrid. So eventually need destination or Barcelona. Inti was actually pimping, especially with the fact that he played with Ferran Torres, the eventual the player whose eventual goal won Spain or the World Cup. He played with Pau Kubasi. He played with Pedri. Inti Esha in the Barcelona setup, no, Rodri will fit very well. Though Barcelona doesn't necessarily need him, but Esha, even from defense, Pau Kubasi, from Pau Kubasi going to Rodri, from Rodri to the attackers, you see that telepathy is already there. Why? Because already now these boys no on one bond there, and you see they've played for long. On this World Cup and continue. On the Rodri, on this Barcelona players about the Spanish team in just this World Cup. They've been playing continuously. This same squad, no winning UEFA Nations League. This same squad, no winning the Euros in 2024, and this same squad, no Wababeji, the World Cup 2026. Until already know he's that player. Ame Medekwa and at least fine. City is demanding 60 to 70 million. At least if any you try to banter around 50-55. Because the player is willing to come. And at least try to appease them. Because a player, in there, it's not the domestic league that Barcelona is chasing. Because after 2015, I was Juventus. What do we need the Champions League? You know how many years now? 11 years. Barcelona to win the Champions League, and this is a player. His contribution can push the team to win the Champions League they are fighting for. So I would expect the code at least onto me first can be in canon so that he'll be able to win or the signature of Rodri.
Mera say abankio no. Ana wati yen in canon Facebook message no minye bin from and fa mamo say awesome. MEDEAMAA Sports focus more fire. You are second to none. Big ups to Mr. Ifa and the crew. We if we a year as Samoa Taves Nicholas and Adiwi and so no a day abre once no obetimi de odi afa onom na yakenkan e de amount e wo MEDEAMAA 92.9 FM live e wo Facebook ntino fa odi abra na yenkan emfa amount nti shaneshi pa Akra atanasi mami nkono honom na afi Akra
bro
emu achemu akwaba
nyame adom
ibi I find here
nyame adom na apomo
nyame adom me ho ye pa
le nyame ase se bibi ai boko
oh nyame adom
do wan komasi ezeni
Akra nie
ezeni se the kitchen hey
Friday
venka he
ibi o ha ka che mami tie we
eze we dey amano ne me say abanke ni agero afemu kakra but ye behwe bibi kakra wo me sure say o Madrid na aviun ze signing Samorino aye the sixth signing any Yao Diamond Davorian. And one thing about Jose Mourinho is say from Porto to Chelsea, any clubs are no. He knows very well as African players and as Africans, show loyalty at the man. They come Mourinho na or can African players who want some more or buy an uremu go for my Ecclesian. Marseille didn't buy. Didier Drogba didn't buy. Ohia Solomon Kalou.
Okay.
Oh, say that you know. Mourinho Echo Inter Milan straight up and Obora Barcelona. Echo fight to first. And Uja Zlatan Ibrahimovic ko swap deal no. Oh. Na mekaini sembia no Uja Zlat kwayama na kono se coach bi enu at this moment obejai Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Na coach bi anzu ni who at this moment you know to ampa eto beka gorampa ndavo one that here ewe nimo woman J Champions League indeed that season Inter Milan J treble na 44 years woman team in Champions League da but woman beji ene yenya Mourinho a ne second stint e Madrid no we Roma ko fire Ivorian ya Diamondi aba ade ba ko signings awaya na is o hwe Madrid team no hwe setup a probable lineup and say na you be boy 4-2-3-1 because of the current players oh ne back for as usual Thibaut Courtois will be in the post baby at me anopay me problem Edema Mourinho ni Madrid oya Madrid supporter me problem say oh e we chiro 4 and 5 Ibrahima Konate
from Liverpool
any Rudiger me na obebo mo ya tisika ko Liverpool akoto Konate aba there's no way say Konate e better na bench because they will hear Alaba so to know who Alaba injury prone player Alaba intimi Mourinho in your this critical moment and over here laterals na Marc Cucurella ebo the left side of the defense that's number 3 Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool Okoyan ye who Arnold yes ye who Arnold ye and
the man who born Liverpool
and that club no ye ni ma dey na club ye in year not this set pieces kind of ball or she goes what you say free kick in the babeto abi won a certain Arnold no apeja na dem no ahye Oko Madrid no last season ye who Trent Alexander-Arnold here and ye nya Dumfries a waba then say Dumfries 2 and 3 ni na ye nkrofo a wo mo very potent whereby so mo attack o say Mark where Okona anymore very dangerous what you say Samson and Danzel Dumfries so konenim he's one of the defenders season enkoma on ma go it is a 2 and 3 way you ko womanim na omuja Ibrahima Konate enu Rudiger womo ball ni nyina ya ye pese too raw balance nim hwe Mourinho first stint no Ramos Pepe
Sergio Ramos
and Varane Rafael Varane at the point no benchy Pepe Obenchi Pepe ma Pepe kasa bibri Varane ba no oni Ramos partnership never you go Varane say flare on the ball him onya ball to ni bozi but say oh bo Pepe oh bo Ramos no ma ko share Iniesta Xavi Hernandez Cruz o ma ko share Busquets na Messi any of friends Villa Eda woman David Sanchez Villa the one no mo titi say defense no it is a Mourinho where she team no me pese odi obi a ball no oye defender oni ball ni ball
okay
mbacha what you say Rudiger ball no ni ball ne de ne kekeke nyi ball free ho ye ntackle ye ntwa obema Ibrahima Konate is similar but unya obi ti say Van Dijk ni days from Southampton odeba ni Liverpool no ball more kikira but ball no beji I don't say that you and then who can infringing wa I want Madrid wo problem no Madrid doctors and they be amikanso mo yade who say Madrid players prasa obepra na ye nipa no aye injury prone player to say that Militao obebo ba ko be kwa ba no we pra ono ni pra na yin se hihye no ho to say Alaba mo ni ade no wo ho but say mu players pra na it tells you say medical team no ye adwuma ye ni yi look and then Madrid here typical number 6 to say Mike Racing type. Oh, to say McLeary. Yo, you go to Cantemore 4 and 5 and that defense no bit my shield the woman. Club I call Liverpool no. Oko Fabinho by.
okay
A boy pa. The moment I want say ball free mo ba. Liverpool defender no. Oko can defense no. Robertson mo Gomez mo any Abrantia your friend Van Dijk mo bo say mo defense e chiro na ye flat 5. Nene obebo Chouameni no abo Valverde wo mumienu na dwuma na Casemiro Toni Kroos Luka Modric ye no say two na ebegina entimi nye awozi onya typical number 6 ono no nko nanim bebre because all compare Toni Kroos Luka Modric o mumienu no 6 8 and 10 ena no mo bo we bo 10 edi Toni Kroos empen bebre no oye dwuma ni nyina wo mfrimfo shield defense no eboa Zidane esan eboa Carlo Ancelotti but then Madrid nya sabi wakofa Bernardo Silva wa huni nyina wo Man City awie na homye ne nhye ni ho so make mfimfino yes peti Bernardo Silva bebre ono no wabo awie aka 30 minutes 20 minutes no wa be create spaces e dia menimo yes Madrid animo say sharp o de dia monde aba
Vini anko
yes 4-2 no ebe Valverde maybe Chouameni 3 no ye benya Vini other side na yenya Yamonde other side Yamonde other side na Bellingham abegina mo mfimfin then wa bo Mbappe up front. Don't forget is Rodrigo in free injury room eba Rodrigo last season that best of the season no prior it yes Mourinho to they say what 6 players yeah we go to toto but on hwe chire ho yie so when mu wa hye no wa chire ho nya how when mu wa hye no wa chire nya eze tembia ni na as much as the strikers ni hye goal no na wa chire nso enwunu
okay
quickly me envy transport football now abe business power very lucrative Mohamed Salah eze sika okoje o transport no na Saudi Arabian class no be offer more than the okoje ABS season ye be man 7 million euros 2 seasons okosa we no anya be 14 million euros benne onum se na nsane na o mo sign wie ye no one o mo timi aton ticket over 10,000 around 19,655 ticket no maton Salah about just 2 days 19,000 ticket eko o hwe seasonal ticket nzo a eze erezi cost pa ene Jesse any seasonal ticket no am almost 12 million euros within 3 days. And when you consider the commercial value and indeed value for money, I pay off. And when they say any maybe a Fiorentino Perez, no yeah. Kofa Beckham buy Beckham replica just taker. And then transport community the province in Ankasano Salah Koyano a project no. And your players baby that no more mainstream Ankasa or Europe. Omo boy Italy Serie A, La Liga, omo boy EPL. Vitosium zo. Unana so no zo. Crop of players. Ike Gondogan munyina le Rosani. Omunyina ko Turkish league nim. But a single player over 10 in yama. At the club and the league itself. The club and the league itself. So it tells you that transport no in as much as Salah wenyini your call the commercial value no so pay one more and indeed what my idea
okay
what my idea pa minimza jama abraso ojutwe mo ya de obra ana
osi
na minimza obraso
obra ndi aso yenhwe na
Miriam Pachomati
okay yenhwe na enyi messages kakra free honum ana wo bia de betwa to
me braso ade
any message kakra free honum emfa emma or say watching you live from you also don't pim teacher at the free teacher ima and I do about say more fire that's it pa also good work done, God bless you all. I'm watching you live from Takwa Banso and also they buying Salas Yok and so adia or the abre no entino also betimi do dia ba messages no
and then I say free man dey ko ana ye be hwem pa say no claims e ba from Fantino ho pa o
yeah
nsema e bobo ba na no
no pay krase mo di bia to say sikasem bi ni ade ne kanchuma bia na
the telegraph for dia ba bro man ke be ba mo pa but ye be hwe you see openino ki hu ye se aprofo na wo mo de dignity ehia wo but I say the UEFA other federations in Kenya it looks as if it's on TV oh say that no
so onya bi muso mo support no
countries now support no powerful yen Africans Asians and they support no ni we as here ka bo mu wo mo powerful and no Europeans no because we are so mu say no wo mo betwe wan ko sisi wan hwe won mbegu ase yenya Canada communable for Shas, some Americans and the bishop, on the side, Hano, Ohiani, and which training. A man near may be one near compromise system. Europeans no command FA. English FA command 40 million pounds and now 40 million dollars. Onye man says he can. It's nothing to write home about. Onye man. But you see, then Okoton a dear walk up no. You can walk up. Papa buy and come here as a walk up and no nyamo tiabeshi for more. One numbers from 32 to 48 no questionable. And who results be bring a few acquire in yayen.
I crumb be increasing you.
So better say what is, but another issue in there. Ukra, membership year 211. Now from 48 no Sunday I'll cover 60 something there. Are they? 4 years in your bono. Now 4 years no say your bono. I was here my year ni pa kono. I say to come do. When I say what up no to come. I was to come do. Now, Okoton stake in say, you see, this work up and some by we had the whole sitting president, Donald Trump, Obeka, and some far balagon, the red card home, so free. Me overturning. But you what you say? You who say proud to the World Cup and some America for any near mom did run national team no. FIFA to me am honwa. Yinya revria okodu ya esi debi sign bra. Yema unwremu. And yema bebre ko so a wantimi anye so powerful. So the big question is acquire this powerhouse ni bi ene to wo ma ka FIFA betimi akasa na ontimi nkasa.
Okay.
Here for said there be say chopa no. It will never change anything. You do World Cup call kata no wo mo shase. European countries mi shase se penina kojiska. And is a telegraph diaba. Sani kanchi maybe 2 years kama na anya sa mona mama no ni eze ho asem eba
osenya no kre
wa bedi na allegation no nti fallout kakra ye hwe ni me ibesi. But the big question is ya compromise system do onye ma World Cup no nya kono bio
Mate merase yo fa no na watinin kan watching the show live and clear at Mim Airport Starboy and adiwe enso no abre yen also far messages no ebra yan kan from my Facebook yeah live honum and I say odebeba on 0534 503469 0534 430522 fabra na yan kan emfa emma enche betiasim ofie na afi no ye de efisem no so no atimi de abro yenko na yenko hwe de ekoso ewo ye Ivory Coast akosi ose afuye communication member at the MEDEAMAA Sporting Club yanko na including komo ewo ahmane so akosi hello akosi hello Torres Club yanko na including komo hello akosi akosi hello akosi hello Torres Club yanko na including komo hello akosi akosi hello akosi hello Torres Club yanko na including komo hello akosi akosi hello akosi
Kushina.
Yeah, Torres what you can
Eton kapa.
Say bibia e fine ho there.
Oh, bibia bako.
My entien komo kakra e koso Ivory Coast nim say team no ho no mamboabo am ho na pre-season bibia koso kama ye din komo bebre free na no ebesi samre ene den na koso match ho no match no ho time be na be koso menti kakra ho no
Oze my incha etiefo nyina wo takwa na ensanda mase supporter MEDEAMAA throughout the season ene say be do pre-season by bomb the tie china the massive sibia okay no pre-season ye sha say about a week ago you be do as last week boy be na ye dey never be share so pre-season matches no ya bomb back ye ko ya muso crew ko bo ya Musukru FC be continue training nti ene no ye Sunday ye second match ne be hye so around 3:30 p.m. Cote d'Ivoire has a SOA I mean division team Cote d'Ivoire has nti sisi ya morning shake-ups we warm up kakra players take breakfast nti say we are just waiting resting to say everybody bus na yako the venue of the match na yako face SOA. I'm to say be Ghana police team ne we no Mbo division 1 has the same thing omo army no team.
The match ni time be
3:30 p.m.
3:30 p.m. Ivory Coast or
Ivory Coast in Ghana time.
Okay.
I think it's the same
Okay.
thing, you know.
Okay. Na Enra we say mo very players be wadaroma team kakra kire.
Well, you very striker Fubi. Ono obon humodin pa also free Georgia just like Dominic Amponsa. I think teammate Georgia on attacker Dila team na yakofana base ya obisi na kan amai MEDEAMAA. Yes also on Vili Jelilu Osman or center back about him from NU United. I think it was started with trials in a technical team and body bond course very aggressive and then very composed at the back into also a Lanchino for young Villino for the next 3 years and MEDEAMAA SC. And midfielder Emmanuel Anochi on a promising star. Usia kind Yamusu crew FC match in one who pa so assigned for 3 years. Our Babo Ama MEDEAMAA SC in our quest to conquer Africa and Ghana Premier League. The 3 players with Yalanchi for the meantime. NTB so the Kakrabe count. I think there are some few players that go for Penifo any more tenase to Tuniama I say agreement be paya details need be biana abre your listeners ne your fans of Motakwa.
And they say the players na aka no munya ne omun enwie ntino muntimi for mudin to jaun.
Sabe agreement na so bia call be do 100% na release media.
Okay. Yanshe nyame adoma ne mobo ene match ni wi a matches bi o bi ma mo beba na free chine ko no.
Yes, I think the big match will be any our match against ASEC Mimosa or Abidjan has a and also you born on the 12th of August 2026 or ASEC Mimosa for training center or Golo Abidjan and also you're heading by any EFAD plateau and so Ebebo and Zuman so I'm about in the coming weeks from and then after any game against SOA we are playing against ASEC Mimosa on the 12th.
Anope ye beda wase report kakra de amaye nim se wo hwea de de beto from bia no obetimi de amaye se de o ka se players no o mai shikap kakra mo twen se match ne beba so no ye mpese ye be ha mo bebri ntu de kosoa na egada niema na se report no ye be fro na de ho bia no o de amaye
that's it.
Okay me so me that kwasi o say free na ye no ekodi eye enkomo ewo eye Ivory Coast no ono eye communication member arima eye MEDEAMAA Sporting Club nti shenenso ne MEDEAMAA o friendly match omo ene eye ami team bebo ewo ye Ivory Coast nti no de no so etie ene no ogawuli ba na afi no
ye fans no ye befi na
nti match to ba na afi no ono so no atimi de ho bia abrɛn ewo ye afisim na ehwe sede no so no esi atie ho nti maestro
Yeah, eze.
Ogami makwaba.
Yanko powder mo ya na wonso e.
Nyame adom ho ye pa.
Eda Yesu ase. Se bibi aboko de.
Nyame adom bia ye fine.
Eda Yesu ase nti sa na tie na ye memenda ya se hia. Mente me ho nka o. Mente me ho nka nti sa ana etie ono. Se bibi aboko de.
Oh nyame adom.
Okay. You see, you know, we had it. Okay. You baby, still I will form the better manage you, sir. I don't know.
Ni now, me hurt me chido.
So, unka sa me nkwana me.
Ese me ti watena si ama mwache mu akwa ba ide.
Unka sa me nkwana me ko ba unka hwe de.
Ma minti una.
Na da ye.
Yedi nkomo kakra wa abukusi. Enra mo yon vili akosi afri yedi nsema ba. Yenhwe kakra oso wo honuma.
Okay, eza yema obi bia kwaba emfambra MEDEAMAA 92.9 FM so na NMM yede bibia ade ato na kwan so meme da bia no yede bibia enso ebebro na eze ententem so ano mame fa wurem ewo Africa Cup of Nations Women's WAFCON nyame aduma quarter finals no ene ana start ewo no na nyame aduma enwumere nonum Ivory Coast omo ene Algeria ana ebebo sa enso ena Morocco omo ene South Africa enso ebebo enwumere no wotwe eno ene matches ya ene eba so nyame atuma ochina na se matches no bi ebeto so Cameroon omo ene Nigeria ebebo ena fenso Malawi omo ene Black Queens enso ebebo enwumere no wotwe eno enso ene encommand efronomo enso ababeto dwa ewonomo na eze yenwremu kakra enfemfri suadro all blast omo piaro na se o yatum dia mame kama ewonomo abranti efron Nathaniel Obin na onimi so omo so signings na yeneni din komo no players a wodro a omo nsa ka omo no wade tudwa yente nsama wade etudwa ewonomo
team no Caesar Chawate Kosiakanma Nation and Oko Abrochiri Oba and join Shudro Black so Kevin Ampofo no so defensive midfielder no Nation also join Shudro Black so right defend Prince Atta also Call Kerala in fact the finish is not Call Kerala and no join Shudro Black City almost striker and Salisu Muhammad also join Shudro Black the same Tamale when almost attacking me for the back also join Osai Akotu also join Shudro Black defender Okono Nation Emmanuel also adjoining Shudro Black. If you go see a she too, no, this shows in the coming days, no, other notable players we saw Yenyo Makasi, we are even done Amansa.
And we ede etuja ewam na yewrem ewo galka kakra unim se nano da ena galka Asia top 4 teams you know. Na Mr. Jonansa and a Gaka chairman ewo honomo na yebisa ne says so far and this season munya sponsor ebe sponsor top 4 nana and so nkoma odi buy ni
the woman say yenya obia akwanya enso wo homa obia opeso beboye Gaka class na dia me my plan for ne omo maya tonya se yeme serve e ka se o serve a ebia so no e so tu anamo bi so a ebeye adia ebedi mu ama class no ya yesa na montu no na me tade ebenya bibi kakra ma omo dia shase omo aye ni da omo so ma brain bi no se egusu ni omo kata ye wo me kakra sa ansana eda no adu enti egusu ye push for more ebi also na betini dia boy ya ebeji na wa tu na ebe ya ebe ko enim ama teams no obi something kwa ne mpeni for asikanti nya craft ye de mo no enye skaketwa but the every world cup nti omo ho akushem but ye pa ba ye we bi no so a amama ya wrese mu ti ye kan se ebedu da ebe sa se ne de me ye so se nya me be mo manifest
Galka chairman Mr. John Ansa and it is Ankomowe etu yenim ewonum na ye to so biam dia na se yewrem ewo honum na ankasa na ye sanso ebisa ne se sisi anu venu ben ɛna ɔmo ɛbɛbɔ top 4 no ɛwɔ hɔ no nso ɔde nkyerɛmu wei ɛne baeɛ.
Nyamita de na ebi nkɔmɔ fine. 99.9 Mediama FM. Ya kasa ma bibia akoye. Ya bɛbɔ match no wɔ Lagos, University of Ghana. Na atrezen de muni mo no. Ya bɛbɔ no awia 3 ɛne 6 o'clock. 82 matches in a day. Sɛ ne ya ebenya the impact of clubs no mo pre-season a. Wɔn yɛ ya ɔmo de hwɛ nneɛma de atoto nneɛma nso yɛ amɔ.
Ɛno ɛne nkɔmɔ Galka chairman ɛde ɛtu yɛnum na yɛwura mu ɛwɔ Mediama Sporting Club team president Mr. Moses Ama nim sɛ nanu de ɔbɛtena anom sɛ deɛ nkɔmɔ de bebree wɔde to dwa na ɛno na host ebisa ne sɛ last season ɛdeɛ bɛ ne kɔma ɔmo da ho keka ahoɔden pa wura mu ɛbɛwura mu ɛde kye league no ɛno nso kyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛkwan ɔmo fa so a ɔmo bɛkye league no.
Osha, you started pre-season here as you started this year. Abidjan, you call it.
Okay.
That's where the start come.
Okay.
You can prepare here until you buy and say team here very good. You bet me I pick all the earlier point.
All right.
First 5, I think we did well. Today team was formed well. That's why performance is now epic.
And ɛyɛ sika na ɛsɛ odi hwem a ɛso bɛba mfasoɔ ɛde ama wo.
Time changes. Right. Football, no. The more you get in our experience also, but you say preparation with the exposure, no, so be pushing for that. Let's say change environment in Abidjan, and part of our strategy. Football is Uper result. I have to prepare well. One invest, yeah. Why do you earn something? BBI is part of it's like business. First push it well. Standards, no, set in the air. Then result now start your bar. We say, move yeah, preparation. You have to prepare them well. That's how strategy businesses. It is good to go.
And then nanu da oba afia no mo ne yebedi enkomona yewuram kakra enso ewo Century Cup nyame aduma this year enso eba so na se 2026 edition no eba so na omo the date aba betu dwa 21st to 23rd August ana ebeba so na Mediama Sporting Club a confirm say omo bebo eno ene nkoma efu no mo enso aba betu dwa ewo na ene no miensa bo pound simadua sa Mediama ene so FC enso ebebo ewo Abidjan eno enso ene nkoma efra no bana players a wodro masensan ne de wotimi se any communication team member edi nkoma mane de atodwa enso ewo na yenwura player transfer mu kakra former Mediama Sporting Club right back Abrantia fan Victor Odro WB United a confirm say Abrantia no a join the team now omo no eba be ye adwuma for the next season eno ene nkoma efra no enso eba sanso na WB United one ankasa no omo etimi ansane former commercial Santikolo Kalari United and a Hohoi United center back a branch of friend Maswell Ajiman wano enso adjoin WB United eno enso enen command efono enso ababetojwa ayedibi enso emam FC Ashanti Gold 04 omo etimi ansane former King Faisal sanso na Future Stars omo enso player a branch of friend John Amankwa 3 years contract apparently no assign Ediama FC Ashanti Gold 04 eno enso enen command efrono enso ababetojwa sa enso na Vision FC omo midfielder apparently friend Meshak Ajete Sowa Haso folk enso enene dinkoma akwachire yie pa akase bi apparently de pen ebesi nkrata so assign ede ama phobia for no na say transfer window no aka 15 more days next ya cross bibia enti se won register bia next so hwe na oye steady won manya sadia enema ebetimi ebuachia enso edi amamo ewon na pre-season friendly matches so no medin kan di Mediama de eda to on mo edi amam na yewram ewo Rose Park na Rose Park anope school team no ebo Rose Park e kan mienu emo team baako e wo ho sanso na second game no omo sanso ebo Rose Park e kan mienu omo entimi ante eno enso enen koma e free Rose Park ono mo aba betodwa na kotoko me no ka sei kopia mu ɛwɔ Sofoland AstroTurf ne so a na sɛ ɔmo ɛne Ebony FC ɛde ahyehyɛ so ɛwɔ no ma ɛnya asɛm ketewa kora nti de bɛtɔ fam no yɛde bɛbrɛ mo ɛnso ɛwɔ nkyɛ sɛ yɛmfa fie nsɛm no ɛnsi na abadwafoɔ no ntena ase na ɔmo ntoa so ɛwɔ no chairman na wura ase yes me chairman na wura ha me hu na cha papa una you know not do je on no beka say na me money din there but adwene sa we no say kotoko kromia je ana wa me TV
Ose kotoko na me hu no
now me see me pese me boni di ono be boni di wa adwene o
mati mera se enti soccer maestro no ogawoli na ode afisem kakra nso no agu wonom de amayen enti no yebebam yabe wuram yahwe sede no nso station nso se nyame adoma kina the Black Queens of Ghana nso egina kono ebedi hu nkomo yahu sede no nso no esi atie ewo ho na samrei owura aye Justice Ishan wonom atransi asante kotoko circus no wono ene ye vice wo ha no waku ena dodo na ade afre no owura mu ofie hanom kotoko nkomo sen ene tie yenko ne ho no man na de ntia owura mu ofie hanom no yane no nkomo yehu sede no so no asi etie ho no no way
eze
me mo achi mo akwaba
ya minia apomwe
na me adom me ho de na so
danyame me chairman da chin man o committee bi ono to aka o mani njia na waje so danyame
kuma so bro no
odi aso pepe oga wa fine o chiram kwan na me fasu bi minia ba kon aka no ene maame nana
okay
anifa ya na nke yehia wo ho na nka Chris Brown unim Chris Brown
kokonte
nansen akomko ni aka hina yehu so
mo ba bia mu hia
na nke bisa no o fa ho no bebi a kwayi papa bat obey na da bi ejen ho ntini aka hina garamse for tem so mo se fala nkwa
no wa yan hwe ano pay de nkomo na wode maye na intiu kakra kotoko nkomo
me da se kambe nanka wama me ya kane sei akwaba on se me kotoko ni de nka wama ma akwaba on se house support bi wo nsem bi
na se oba mama
akwaba no ye wo mu mienu
eno ye de
me chiro mu on se house support ne nasem o kan te bi de
bitu de be piva ne de ma
ono de mihia ono na mamla no ono na ehia but kotoko duru hei kotoko wa akwaba o se o de ma no
kotoko nyum na
asem na waka no on house support te bi o kan asem o se be ma no hu awu kura nya oba akoko anamebwa kotoko nimi hwe kwa de
delete koko du sedika
akomko ni ya ka echire nyina but nyame wo ebesuon mo ma nyama akoye nka onu nse nka no wepia ya kura kunkunu ana kotoko na official antemi fa bu enhu the crowd is huge and
na tima anya ye mebo ho nyum
eza wo boduo na dane
na no kra mo ne division 2 side ya mo boy kra ze preseason kra masha
eza no wa wo hu sa wo coach kra o kai ene na nene ni 3 days friendly match mbo so media me win 2-1 anambo o kan say o si winning dey ye win ba performance no ye dey neni anso anamebo ya hwifo na ye so no na ye sisi yam
sa na mde ya na di wi sisi
ona ze se kotoko jilegi a kotoko jilegi ya sisi ya media ma agima takwa ebe ye dasen aye debie wi a for the first time in history ye bobo Champions League e wotako krom ha first ye nyina eba fokala akwata krade anase Cape Coast or Kumasi anamebwa I think the Blekum Chelsea abobi wono woneda nti media man so aye second one so bobi watakwa I think say eba matakwa konkan what am can say nti media man na eba obama na akwaba nti fama akwaba na ma me na me ho enya me dinam mpientum say na me kan what say
sa ti me sha se koyi aba de be ma
anu sa na wo twen
me de mi hu se koyi nti
eze wan ya de akra
no ma minti ono
okay mamenda wase na mensanchi a kotoko supporters wo Western region he nyinala ene obi biara otie MEDEAMAA FM eze nyame ya adoma enene na wotwe that's 15th of August kotoko ye abekwesen bi obi anye bi da parliament ye bi but entumi afa ye adwuma anape me kae eno anso me kan we different station sɛ wohwɛ yɛka ne sɛ the whole Ghana ha parliament pass bill bi sɛ obi a ɔyɛ Ghana ni bi a ɔwɔ aburokye bi ntumi nto aba a ya pass aka ne implementation kakra bi yɛde bɛyɛ adwuma mu ntumi afa nyɛ adwuma yɛ kotɔkɔfoɔ na yɛayɛ saa deɛ wɔ bi yɛtumi atena yɛ kalim atena yɛ ne dem atena yɛ office beebi a yɛwɔ bia ayi faabu census card ato abɛyi yɛ chairman obi nsi bi da ɛyɛ nkampanyinfoɔ se ne odi akyire ne sua enyim deɛ ne nanteɛ wohwɛ a yɛ nuanom mpanyinfo house ne mini ɔmo kekeka na nka ɔmo na etu a na nka yɛ tiem sɛ ɔmo na ɔmo yɛ mpanyinfo tem bia ɔmo na ɔmo de hwe ana meboa but ɔmo ntumi anyɛ nya kɔtɔkɔfoɔ ne yɛtumi ayɛ saa deɛ no atena yɛ office wofa abu census card wato aba wode yi wo chairman na wuyi no wunnim no nti chairman se nyame yɛ adom on the 15th of August and then na watch pepepepe 2 o'clock chairman ofosu oware o batako krodu mu ha initial na nko de kwata krade na ka chen se da bi ono ahwe no hu se no the way kotoko supporters yet wa takwa ha kru mu don so the kwata krada onhene ndi ni ye nti odi bibia batakwa nti takrado fo nya eba a ye hye no get in touch hotel nyame ya adoma ne na watch that 15th 2 o'clock na ye hye no ye frɛ kotoko supporters nso obi amla wo de bla last season aye na maame brother pa life na mo ahwe tofo multi park no so ana wo ye fi 4-0 house so ye hen bi 4-0 ni nyina de yetim mpanyfo se ye mum so de ya hye ni tirim na Western region this time teams ni ndue because wo beka ya Samates wo se bebie ni I think Samates ono so ye bo wo kumase bo no ye man ya kan se Monday na show omodo call rain of court Tuesday ono so ye be no mo pa ye nusu mienu ma ye team baako aroho nkonti this time Western region teams in there ye be kan wasem later but ye ba ye no ono na ye kan wasem nti no ye express supporters na de baako ewu mi ni se wo ye onza me be wo hwe mafade a it's identify mo hu se me ye kotokoni ana mebwa ama hu se me ye kotokoni nti kotokoni bia oba no se wo fa abu census card se wonni bi se wo circle se wonni circle wo de bra kwanda ho se obebi se chairman asem so far sa wa waji atu because we za wutu me be na me bla o kotokoje se wa hwa won hye obeje kra wo do ba she oba
adentina
yesi bebi ma sono wo no ehwa na ne ba wo bia obehu chimi bia nso ne nimpa hye ase wo na wo bia kora ne kwakra ne se wo yakotokoni wo ba hye wo kotokojesi wonni kotokojesi kra mpo na nya watade kokko eni kotoko flaga wo do begu kwam obi wo ho pe current one bi wonni bia eni kotoko atali bia no shebla na ni jesem so wo mse chairman abo edwumo o se attempting wo o ka se mama men kan hwe dom begu nya so but attempting wo se bi wo betena se wo betie wo chairman ofi nkran na oba ono na wo bebe chairman meto aba ma wo abana mato amom this time kotokola season ekoyeni this time na ekose chema me hu se sa nsusua we ya mede manwi mo de wuro kotoko mu abeboa bra na bebe bisa asam na anu nti yame ya adoma ti se na meka no memenda eye nane na
wotwe
ye be hye no de ye no wo bia nso no ye be screaming in our life owo yane TikTok account ni social media Facebook na ye se ne be ya china wa wote wona wo koso kra obehu o chairman be na ye meeting no kra no me ko obi no me na me woso na so de boast ho so wotie woni Mr Moses amatwa picture na wo de kobo wo de ma obi hu a respect o because anyi easy so obetumi ya Mr Moses ama woni na twa picture wo hu na ade na tia even though why edwuma o me nkotwa ko ha wo ye busy na ebia wo amante kra na wo hu no nti da ko na obesrem wo ha na otie na de ya mo grantee ni interview you boast yourself da mo boss ni unsu wo ye interview dito to dito nti bo ansa nti unsu wo ba na wo be hu chairman na unsu ni me chairman na ya kaka no onu ni ebi kwa wo hu no wo ne picture wo social media do wo hu ono so ogia so kase but so onu ni wuni a wunya kunya bi se na asem se chairman kotokola season fact say na si ye na wo hwe performance Western regions a yan so supporters nso yan de ekwan de ho se wo be na obebi sa no nti ye be sere wa ye twins afra ye supporters ne se nyame ya adoma nane na wotwe omu nyina amla na yenkambo no emisacha ye wia attempting ye didi akan ya no kama no bia ya sere nyame na odin ya akofi asomdwe mu tina wo no
kese manya ni coach awaba wo hwe se do si check team na players oje bi mu kwan amoko ne mo ba no se na this season wo hu team no
as I say, Mr. Eric Tinkra, Obi Crowd Kofi Akanedi. Mr. Eric, Madam Kosi Shamdom, Obi Mr. Eric Kofi Tinkra. On the team, I say football and nabene business. We prepare ye to say blabo, we prepare ye ya ubenya resource. One prepare ye so ube feel. Yes, if you fail to plan, you fail to lose. Until ya for me tembe amkasa or ya for fluff in waba Ghana Premier League on tasty bida. But no bema until ya expect too much from him. Tell me last never an American radio station say obo first up to 5 to 10 matches. Ye beji league na when me because you see I will put to team no more ye beji league na wale nyum kotoko supporters. Ekeye bibi owo metrahane ye betumi say one or cancer. Be you ano and then social media you be the rumba can be a so no where crack can see but obi anya abotra wa ba fi no hihye tim no obe players on you for train ma think 1 or 2 weeks no o hu ne ope a wo ye film no mpe no so no ne mpemfu aka ye je omo kwan asomdwem o mu gusu so ombe ye bi aka ho mpe ne ye bo se obi amfa na ho ode ente tim ne chi sane ya ye start league na ye hu ne last season ye nko hu bio
no waku ana wate eye enenka no ye jane kwan na wako no wa bibia de betwa to sansi su biem time eye chairman de ba ne eye babia muhia no na fi no producer say onyum no aye ready ntino ya na mabo ama
pocho ene we producer ka jan say anokra no da aka no nemfe no na minim but yankopon na increase no ordinary Enoch so we can Enoch wa bible so anka wu anhwe yankopon atunu nkomti wu do nka bi hwe da no ba ya so ba tobo abo no so ebo na abesan abobo no ene mpofo ka say wo tobo ebo obo ban ya sanity nti sana yankopon aye na blabo sisia nta ha ne atia ne say me last words no ye kotoko supporters yankeka ya ho se ne be ya kotoko team no eba ha na wo hwa this season na ye sen aba ha 4 bi wo ye ba Western region 4 ni hia me pa ye tako kruma so on say last season kotoko wo hwe ye support no wo ha no kra na e wo fom
hade okay
and this is na e wo fom kotoko ba park wa wutumi se kotoko aje park afa but this on performance in na e wo fom ti ye besre kotoko supporters ye nkeka ya ho ye de ye chusu no tosu mienu nso mobo Mr. Moses Amana Bado se me behi sebua MEDEAMAA ni hanka no ho mintumi metra on se me sha se me ka se meeting no na nka chairman de be ko region TARKWA de ya sha TARKWA de but o hwe no hu se no TARKWA for bon mode no de meeting na ba MEDEAMAA ni hanka bia e be ko samates ana sama abo ho bebi na nka yakọ ona MEDEAMAA nti mobo Mr. Moses Amana Bado on winis wantene ho or force and of force ma Africa na beta kokruma I think the way a challenge di ma MEDEAMAA supporters in hinara me MEDEAMAA no kotoko body a wuchu mutame ye kotokoni on the no doubt but obo wia MEDEAMAA obo match me fan out say MEDEAMAA win say even though we hwe medwuma me ya menya time ma park what na me ha menya time wa ha last season o mu win na mama Moses Ama congratulation message because of MEDEAMAA wa ha no and the team ya me kotoko ba obi na menya bia betra nti ye bona ba so na supporters so omo nsole
okay
enye as a supporter enye wano keke wo support no so obotum si ye adwuma nti me true challenge amon nka this season best start no na nka bibi brown group kasi bi to say ya na politician for the anibity say bia chairman wa bo modern nti wensu yensu ni je na fawure team no for this season ka think say empin for bobo ma ba so emomara ko nti we me last word and then ekuna obi say no mi say mensensi program no so no or 15th of August here and na memenda and then na watch get in touch hotel na bian post office okay. Old municipal assembly one I want to get in touch so 2 o'clock na djuma dina hihasa
okay
ti dem na program net
mati medasi no we ku na wati eye nenka no yemfa na nyom nya ne kwan
dem
ogasi bitu bi se no we ku asem
ubusa na asem
yeah
na okay
me pese mi bisa ne se circles no eye adwuma wa ha pa
eye adwuma
da bi ona yi anu ama no ono atia
me dem nim se okay ma minti
me nim se omo circles
won se me ba won se ye wo WRCC
okay
Western Regional Circus Council
okay
I want me ye public relation officer
and we position
that is why chairman Eba
okay
and na minim so baby said the reason why chairman ne boten say secretary no kran dey one TARKWA ha na ye gina ya naso simple because
Western
no takwa na yejan na so
okay
simple because ye wo premier team wa o ye MEDEAMAA nti se kotoko ba ha nyenye kotoko supporters no ye nka de ye tena wa akeke ye bedi team ni echi okọ den time atakra de azakes and wise no gina won ado na won so effective but in the premier team bi anyi ho nti ama ehwo second no kra ye won akofom ono ntina chairman kwa sa rounds no no wo revive sa secret ni nti wo bisa wodi bisa second de wo kraba ho ofia papa mbolo ne nima so wo kraba ho ofia kase me kraba we de no ho ofia why ade se we bisa secret
na set minimum say eno
ono nti na ye chairman say no si ato aba mam na matena we hu se secret no fom so me call round na or revive secret ni o ma ye hu se o wo ma secret no na yan so yetumi epeje ye ho because kotokoti ase de yeti ase ti sanity
enti media for betima baby ana
oh ekwandem
sa sanka ese mo brand
ya beblem letter say aka na watwe in any week
minimum so say no
do bi manya mo bi nkatena wo wa bro o ye nan me sin any week
okay
which is 15th
okay
ntu mo ya den a MEDEAMAA all the FM stations is am if you am call Zano former station
okay
and sana me fi wa mas nra na yi ya na ye so pi agora ye so wo chen
sana minimum aduma betima
if you answer ye call in former station if you are you call TARKWA FM what my mechanizer and no nsan chirofo ni hina ben yo mokrata nti kan wakoma tu yam ye tuti abeche na ni chie ma
ye bebo hu de
ni obetru no ono na edibobom na ma betra ha ka asem na wo ye ntumi am letter there sana ya to petetu
mate wase po aba ye ne pese
se bia bibi mpo na letter mompo a me share me chema ne wo boss bakasa
mate ye ne pese circles no ejina ti se bia wo kan
oh ntina me ka se bia oso ni jina no
kotokoba ha mubenya kan se mutimu na ahwe
o ze ntina me ka se me si bebi oso ni jina no aho na na ba ho edwuma na odi beble be pie ha me ni bebi na obi fiba ana me bwa but I am from me yansem hina no be
that's it no waku ana wati ene nka no yemfa no nwom no enya ne kwan na afi no
Asante Kotokose. Yeah. Asante Kotokose. Yeah. Asante Kotoko. Yeah. Asante Kotoko. Yeah.
.9 FM ingurama na inin komo kakra yenhwe sere no so sitie no waku na wote eye ne kan no so nyame adoma 15th kotoko mo chairman na eba entinu munyina mumunguram e get in touch na nsembisa bibia mpese mubisa na fa busensos no ho asem ne de ekoba nyina no matimini no adi nkombo ye hu sede no so si etie honom maestro hanom agwero ha abanke ani ofa ni fasare munyina hanom yebedi nkomo na yahwe sede fisem no so no esi etie oga are nsema begu honom ensenchiri cap no obekoso na ochina unim se ma no so gina akono Black Queens mabawa no gina akono MEDEAMAA ne more friendly matcha womo ebo otise akwasi wasa free a report and so no timi e dey abrem from Ivory Coast and common there adoso pa yenko oga
eze eze yenche tiefo nyina biem na menchia me ame mame amayaba mumi be na no pe bi obi a mechia ne pa na menchia referee party mihu na chepa mihu na
pa mishiano
sa mihu na chepa pa enti bebi obi a mechia no ewo eze I think say anamona kotokofo no supporters chairman A2 no ayanama ebeboa omo ankasa hu say circles no kofo Kotoko de omo ne ntem epese solve ne ntem. Both Kotoko has to folk. Omo nyina omo supporters group ni nyina kofom. Eze opa on ye what ene takwa ne wonti en kan takwa de. Opa on mo nya announcement 92.9 say ebia weekend Kotoko supporters and I say we ekwa kushia unya members e bedu 50.
Kotoko supporters
unya
50 members.
Anya se bia ye nya supporters okromia o. Omo joining circles omo do so pa o. Mimi nimbebre na omo chairman so mi nimbebre but ye frame meeting na eze oba unko to any be 50 kura ho no circles no conform and this previous years you know. Those days na MEDEAMAA si na kan e wo TNA na ye nya nyeni no. Sa time no na ahonkeka no wo so I think so omo san so te ba ko bi kan ho se warrior so se bibi bisa e be kan ho omo kro no mo dom enu na obai omo lady bi no ka ho on secretary na se mi hu na che oh yes
Nana Hima Florence
aha Madam Florence oh yeah Nana Hima oh okay ntira me ba mi hu ni bi mu so na ho keka wono no we ku
kadre
da chenye that time kono menya regional chairman ena chairman apia omo chairman bu friend chairman apia ba ko bi so wo no mo mi se sebi okona chi kakra so na omo ho keka no wosoro bisa se ene ba ne se na ne nyina kofom enti chairman soro ba ye no ye start season no wo hu watete problems wo ho say into oguso unso ne to no start wo Ghana ansa no remo Europe okobono wakonkran wakoha otu kwan aba say do western region so and I think say oba beya ebeboa because Kotoko has eco forma other clubs no enyina so you enti meme de anamona chairman solo to no best Kotoko supporters no say nyame adoma on the 15th chairman solo be pm anum si ya munyina monko
okay
munyina monko ne mon revive mon supporters group no because second se conform Kotoko so omo kromi yawo e conform
nti team no modern mo na ma isi hu
na team modern na ye kan say team modern mo conform just supporters so conform
awon kika be na won fanya me di team na
team supporters conform nti why so conform
mastery they make catch on say
o bro chira ko Europe
on say Premier last season Liga boy on say Drew be TNA Sports Stadium na supporters no shada ma papa because of MEDEAMAA performance e wo form se team na wini a anyo bi na be catch supporters na say omamra oma na be enti say no Kotoko team na e wo sisi a no un say afi na ni coach aba ye be hwe se season ye ma be ko
team wini a ho na be encourage team
and the supporters
better ye Kotoko ni has impodi bobo so ti ase enti me de me de say bia chairman soro eba be revive supporters no na niam timi akoyi e won that thing say bebre won ma nyame adoma week ye sima ye betima kafa chairman soro ne to na oba takwa anum sei no eze nyame adoma AFCON WAFCON quarter finals no ene start Ivory Coast ni Algeria and Morocco
Women's Africa Cup of Nations
yes and Morocco so ne South Africa big games bako ye 5 bako ye 8 we hear Ivory Coast maba one modern ball was soro o de compare Algeria de na I think say Algeria for matches na ma hwe no omo yin shada impress me but me hu ni say Ivory Coast bet me ago omonim ako semi final so and Morocco host nation and South Africa omo bo ne was soro papa omo ni bo ne bo pa Morocco for no omo ni bo ne bo and omo ni South Africa as a host nation omo kwane the only country omo bo stadium ne yema because of say omo host here there no omo bo supporters ne wo ho nti my players no ahon keka no kosoro ye pa nti me I think say omo timi yi South Africa for there every mo e chena nyame adoma Ghana ne Malawi e game ma me tumi e mi hu oh yes this will be obeka so onhwe Malawi game this will be obeka kire say onhwe football this will be obeka so onhwe Malawi for game or tournament we omo ni ball ne ball physique ne wo ho skill ne wo ho omo ni goal so share Ba yene de no ball ye nimbo ye nimpia but goal scoring is difficult at the Ghana. Malawi for Esha 3 is difficult for Ghana to be able to match 3 no. And ye de say if ye na be first goal esi abo ho ban ye pa because anya sa pressure mo be to yeso no. One hwe ya ball be funu ye. Anya se bi omo ni bam but omo ni bo she. Ba ye na de ni mbo ntimi she. Ya sha one goal. Ba ko pe na she 2 goal ne kevet for no. Ba we no obetima she obe 3 4. To show 3 obe that titika no. Enti kem last nyame adom ochena if opeso okọ nanima eso mu ye bibi enimanim ya se na be ya Malawi for no ye be stop o mo se bi o betimi kita ball na che so mo kita ball ni cha ye be brentem enu the only problem chatting say ye nyina fam pai bon tie queens na chi na ochena nyame adom a o betimi afam na enema koyi Ediama MEDEAMAA so etima on very 3 players. I think say ne kwan so no say dey no. Director be
so mu so am signing other players so.
Oh yes. Me this phobia no. Na mi di ne ho koma no pa no me baaye no. Ana na mi di ho komo. Na yeso free Georgia. Okay. Na obo Georgia league ni bi. Eno onimbo pa. Miss them Martin we chire no. On said director
so yes, fit team MEDEAMAA send
yes.
I know you.
Ana make I say the director betina no say unimba ontimi mfa because enka ontimi e ma striker and free Cameroon back Romania no man me hwa de e man san return back. E kira say Africa now
also the video sending.
Oh yes, also when video.
That's a video.
And video no say if or her video ni nko anko be sign no. No say no. Most ye mistakes bebre obi betima he obi club. Ball up no de akwakosa bet obe sign be wie no wakwa konya problem nti ono anka se twa ne plane ticket in and out e ba kromi anum say man be hwe enu MEDEAMAA standard just one man call back
okay
they still searching for striker and I know say bia omo free Ivory Coast umla kromi anum say no monya na no ye omo ne nyamu ayifo no boy no so omo nya ba ku mo ma sign no and I think say phobi no so ebeba beboa ama MEDEAMAA kanko enso etimi akonenim ewo no nti eze emre ne de ewo no mo de bet ye fancy wazi
okay mati medase oga ulino no na wati eye ninkan no we say I'm enjoying the show pa you people are doing great job keep it up we if we Godfrey Hodom what the free takwa banso and what they abre was a fantastic crew by all standard keep it up okay Agwaru
executioner
na inguram kakra wo office nim na
chairman Solad na wo ye ne mo na baso and watre say ya ma odibre bia utu ho na mo yi most of the time say they call a government appointees ya na ye kan omo asem e man position a oten crying bia me example bia Cocoa board a chairman obetina office e wo nkran na ba bia edua Cocoa mpo no onim ho nti wote ho en wo rane Cocoa
oda bia kra ho Cocoa ni bi da
oda Cocoa fo nyina no enso ba bia edua Cocoa kra no onko bi ho mpo da nso a good initiative na wateki so betu na mo akoba bia trying to mobilize funds no for the club. You see, you're a part of your side of football. I say, you know, there are some things that fans and you said any hunty as a year, and in turn, it affected the clubs in a year. As a your costo near form football ni soul ne cra the fans better how much. That is why Bundesliga quite the atmosphere fans creating war stadiums and manaya ofe. So players benya hoden the extra push etimi achieve great things on the field of player. It is dependent on air fans so say omo baba support omo. Now club no so eboa na results enko say their fans na penwa we be na atiada but they need a leader obetimi sorry to waka fans na boom. Now you mobilize fans no mobilize fans. In mobilization of funds, near mobilize funds. Yes, all boa funds and now boa sikanso. Se funds ne can boom. In your hunty as here. Unis oga unni ska untimi nya football man nye yi. And most often ska nya free fans no ho. Bra stadium. Bra beto ticket. Tina clubs like Real Madrid and other clubs. Almost sign player with Dimu Kesia because for Real Madrid a policy said they sign Galacticos. Almost sign players who say we there omo dini pa bo no mo yade ti ade ne ba fan no te se me club ne ko sign sa player ya e ni gye nko a enthusiasm no wo so nti Real Madrid ebe unveiling e was Santiago de Bernabeu na fans be 80,000 abeto ticket aba player no nti even ye player no mpo a kire no eze sika free mo ba ansana edu match days a player na san ba abetu eska ato ticket e so ma yenska. The last time my fan be suggest I say seasonal ticket in Yan Farm Rebium. O my willing so beto. Enti say anti me am wa fans ano a. Say ska nyina no e be hwere yen. Enti otu anamo no. Ntawanta wa da eye fan bases ni bebre ntem no. O ka won bo mu wie because mu nyina mo work towards a common goal. Say club ni betumpon. Say korokwa mu nyina mo ye say de be ya everything clan and management by backroom staff here by omu nyina no beboa ma club no koroko atumpon asan frodu ba bi ehunu so metimi afrodu say MEDEAMAA oboa MEDEAMAA Africa ya yakoi yetimi akoyanim eti ye boa fans na no a eze e ade ye boa oboa fans ano na oboa fans yesika eno nso ano. So it's a very good initiative e mo na ba so. Say one thing afa ako ye ma ye to abama as chairman we are now what fa ako untu anamon da bi wanye ne saa yenka fans ni mum say ye ka fans ni bomu na monthly be a fan be to dues oga I say oze imagine the number of fans akoroko e wo Ghana ha say timia ade omu nyina ba one umbrella ase. There are some fans of koroko omu nka circle bia ho. They are not part of any supporters group.
They are say omo di team na chikeke.
Omo di achiri. Oya saso a baby a pese team no dro no. Eze enu ho. There are some fans of MEDEAMAA Etia. Omo nka any fan groups ho.
Sankofo na aso na team no. Yes.
Yes. So open ye pa de ama team MEDEAMAA Etia na korokwa. Eze fa honko dom fan group busumi bi atu ya dues set 20 cedis na wutu ya 30 cedis so say no my can mama club let me assign players a wa wuti tum say player ya pay die ya sign quality okura na ya ho na nije de ma wo say ya wane club no bi bia kodim what in common na say nije kwa de ma wo
asa yesi asoro dan na wato cement bi.
Yes, awon ye wie ne pagya si wo na wo hwe infrastructure na ye pagya e de si wo na e nigye de ma wo ase me fifire e ka ho. This all join MEDEAMAA supporters e groups ni bi. Now bus stadiums e be twa ticket e be hwe games ni bi a. Ye ko sign player bi ba. Say that director be kan na no say na wo striker ba ko an hu Africa. Emfa ne ba bi a obo say Mamelodi Sundowns a so who says our striker no ba na so beboa club na odene beba ma na bebo so utua o deals o ba stadium be games na enyeska ko fasa ankrofo ne ba wa wotene tia yes me kwaku manu misika ka ho ene ye MEDEAMAA no misika ka ho ne ye koroko no so a very good initiative say beboa fans ne nyina no e de o ma ba wa under one umbrella ye hu se bi akoroko e bi Ghana ye he koroko fans e bi o mo ye 2 million.
Okay.
So 2 million you be so mu nyina kwa bia my 1 cedi bo so me ya nye 2 million Ghana cedis. Na imagine so bia my 20 cedis a send ye ko. Aka say financial burden na that club no so nyina contribute you. Ansa na a ticket a seasonal ticket na match day ticket so e besia to. E so be cushion club no. Ti aba na man ko ya ti acha ti mi bo akiri. Utumi bo machi.
Martin me enhwe kakra o Queens na menkwa abanke honum.
Eze Queens game no dey edene. Me nada
against Malawi.
Yes. Sena Mekano no say their last game no in the group stage against Mali no. I was so much impressed. Said that when you came last kind. Yes, it was our best game of the tournament. Then I'm going to face Air Love Mo Fazili. Then Mabawa no. A tough game. me have Malawi first game, no. I only asked myself one question. Now the question was that inti kafe ya sure say sa ma ba wa no ya check your mu yie e no mu gina pitch so
adai
ese the sort of power and intensity a Malawi di ball no anu wo dene ananka omu de omu wi a yenyo mu doping test
osusu so ma fa no bi ana
ese ma ball no ball no mbona no dene the aggression power I wo mu game no mu no anu den ompopo se mema Malawi mabawa no love mo fazili mabawa na isia kama Malawi no ompopo se mema na oje so mo ko counter no a hu obonya typical possession based team am so ma ho odin pa no is in transitions Ghana so ho odin pa no se be prepare ball no Ghana ho odin pa no say be prepare ball no Malawi fa ho odin pa is on the transition Oman say they go Simeon Imrantie no it is a possess ball no na say Malawi je ball no a the sort of aggression tenacity and power Malawi for my ball in the game no me hwe omo a eze ase mema ball na yehwe we need to be really careful in tomorrow's game. Me a Ghanaian.
What do you expect Coach Kim Last to do?
On the day, Grace Asantewaa in the middle of the pitch. Meaning what tactical game plan or they be call watching a game anymore. But Grace Asantewaa losing possession in the midfield areas will be fatal against Ghana and Yamiya
against Malawi.
Sometimes also need Grace Kasa. Emma Ojabo no muntem. And if she still wants to twist and turn, she needs to be extremely good. So only Subono. The Malawians attack in transitions with lots of numbers and lots of running. On the scale of teams in Mienu, you pay them who are doing pass as the moment. You pay them who are doing pass the CID. Oga. No crepa a woman, no, and it's a Malawi. A Malawi. A woman saw my last game, no lose to Zambia, dear. But a Malawi. In all the 3 games, a Malawi are bono. In all those 3 games, you know, Malawi actually goes in all the 3. Okay. 3 matches in Malawi actually goes. The last one they lost 2-1 against Narahopton and Zambia. The first game they beat Nigeria 3-2. And then the second game, almost Egypt 3-1. Nemo, the end is same when they say 3 games in Malawi concede. And likely you bring a goal at your more goals. But being able to stop Malawi from scoring on goals, you know, a whole problem, no. Say a bit imagine on man, near stop here. Say by our moon share goals, you know, a whole year house is here. You know, history, you know, and now there's too much between the 2 teams. The last time I you Mushia, you know, okay, I show 4-0. The first time I show 3-1. It's about 2. I saw home. Now the last time I knew my boy, you know, was in I believe I said July. Yeah, it was in July. 23rd July. And I show 4-0. Inti no any that's why you war going into today's game. But on the evidence of games Malawi are bo and the performance in the 3 games, you know, a tricky game at the Black Queens. But a bomb pie near him because you know anyway the next Women's World Cup in Brazil in for next year, no Black Queens are qualified. To me qualify for semi-finals. We've qualified for the next Women's World Cup and only. I mean, say Adebakwa, you need to be very careful. Near her and also say the baby drew. But the bomb pies are Black Queens, MFM.
Mati, me da say. Aguero no, and ordinary dear amaya and also file messages in the bra. Na kind amount on 0534503469 and I say 0534430522 or the bar ever kind. A day amount Facebook and so no, yeah, live on tea messages no betim to be a phone. Na can kind and so no. At me at the amount. Abanke.
Yeah, is it?
Yɛnhwɛ na Ingram na.
From Oye Mediama Sporting Club or Facebook page. What say we wish Oye the nation Ivory Coast happy Independence Day. In fact, until you see Fernando Tumbine, wish Oye next door neighbors Oye the Ivorians happy Independence Day. As a me start kekebi on Mediama na my band or Black Queens. I think this season, pre-season, Mediama is going to have one of the best pre-seasons. And the player who the report there, Mediama has accepted to play the NCAA Cup. No, the reason being that the pre-season friendly matches at least there's one high-profile friendly match against ASEC.
Okay.
Who are also going to play in the Champions League this season, coming season. Aside that, from the 21st to the 23rd of August, Woko Oye Samaboy Akobo in Century Cup. Right after the Century Cup, they moved to Accra for Oye the Gaka top 4. Were you top 4 now? A week after top 4 now, then Mediama are playing their first preliminary match of the CAF Champions League here in TARKWA. It's a share the mid competition now. One, it will prepare the team in terms of energy. Because that consistent competition will keep the boys in shape, in good shape. Secondly, it will help the technical team to be able to build up a strong team going into the first preliminary match against TP Mazembe between the 4th and the 6th. In Tesha, if no anything, Mediama Bobo at least 6 matches, competitive matches. Because actually in Century Cup, teams are Woloko, actually Gaka top 4, teams are Woloko. That means after coming from Cote d'Ivoire, after that 4 or 5 friendly matches will be in Cote d'Ivoire, Mediama will get to compete against 6 strong Premier League teams. Also in the preseason before going into the CAF Champions League. Many are Japan for Mediama, and I think it is going to help build the team so that we all get what we are expecting in terms of Mediama going further than the group stage in the CAF Champions League. As a Mbreno Conte, I touch on the Black Queens. Today, mana Agiro Lekano, Ogari Lekano. See, Malawi team though 2 times Ghana have played, the Queens have played Malawi near they won. And the goal margins are Ghana winning now. You say so. It is a good performance. But say you consider the tournament itself in question now. The Malarians have scored more goals than Ghana in this tournament. But the encouraging aspect of it is there. Ghana are also conceding less as compared to Malawi. And the goals Ghana has conceded near it was from set pieces. The Cameroonian penalty and the Malian free kicker or deflected was Chantel Netukoma or Swebe or Cynthia. Ghana hasn't considered an open play goal. Why? Because 3 matches are Black Queens are Boninia. Ghana possesses more of the ball. And Cynthia, all the 3 matches do we concede 2 goals. Cynthia is mostly on a holiday. In all the 3 matches are Ghana ball. I can count the number of times that the goalkeeper Cynthia she ball in her post. In all the 3 matches are Ghana ball. 270 minutes. 270 minutes. And I can count the number of times that she caught a ball in the post. And it is less than 10 in 270 minutes. Cynthia, the wild ball, the Cynthia and Chin. Shots on target, Cynthia and Chin. It's less than 10 in all the 3 matches. The partnership between Dia now Priscilla Boachi in the central defense. Esha in the last game, she decided Josephine. I don't know what happened to the right back, but this time left back. Into this time, no Josephine Bonsu at the left back. Now, Oma different player, Bobo right back. And if you look at Josephine now, or a player Bia, though in naturally the full back, but he's surging forward. She's very good surging forward as well. The same as the captain, the most experienced player in the team. In Tasha against Mali, she won the woman of the match. In that game, she had a knock and she was taken out of the to the touchline for more than 5 minutes, but she still came in and came to win the woman of the match. This TP Mazembe and Mediama Nyonkobe, one female team that Posha Boache ball. And look at her experience, her calmness on the ball. She's one of the reasons why it is hard for opponents to get into the penalty box of Ghana. Into mostly the goalkeeper is mostly on the holiday. Though we consider 2 goals. The 2 goals now a penalty and a free kick. And that should tell you how prolific Coach Kim Lash was share his defense. The problem which Amimatna Hakada or a national issue you about the striking. The striking force, the Ghana national team boko tournament, obviously goes. Can over and over again. And the unfortunate part is, it's not like the Queens won't create chances. So, actually, my brother, Agio, sister, Doris Bedu Ojini she's that kind of Abdul Salam type of striker. So make Abdul Salama. On the other one for born in Breno. She will either place it and move ahead to get the ball, or she will try and go and score. But I think from the 3 matches a match, Doris has been unlucky in this tournament. Because though the first game she had the first goal, extra chances away na one misser. Some of them in there, even against Mali, on some header, the ball was just half a yard away from the post.
Okay.
And see, I think there, minimum there, we'll be able to defend against the Malians. But as to how many goals we can score against them, no, and any problem, we might concede. But I don't expect us to concede more than a goal against the Malians. Per the defense, with the Black Queens. But as to how many goals, but obviously kada baby any that soon you know. You only need we be a Mali na yenye that don't pona Queens in the best more goals because they've already scored 7 goals against the Malians. Malians now only 1 against the Queens. Until me, I still see that the Queens will qualify ahead of the Malians to qualify for the World Cup. The Malawi. They are qualified to the 2027 World Cup in Brazil.
Okay. Abanki no and what's in Kano. Still, my messages number I ain't kind for my Facebook, live for on MEDEAMAA 92.9 FM. Wait me at the national at me at the Abba na I can come. And so at me at the Amountino. Shannon so do messages number on 0534 503 469 or the bar ever kind at the amount. And I said 0534 430 522 Fabra. Na yenkanning na emfa emma koso ama messages numra yenhwe na kakra ha no yenye bimfro no nansa na yawuram ye de atoaso enso no ye de amam wasika MEDEAMAA beats Club African amousu MEDEAMAA ane TP Mazembe na kwakobo MEDEAMAA ane TP Mazembe na kwakobo entino shane sunye pa fa mame nkoy ofa onom na ne fa sare na afi no ono so no afisem no muram kakra na yenhwe akra
yemu
yenhwe na yenmuram kakra wo afisem
me pese ye san bo ora Jonathan san voice na o se o mu nya sponsors na wo ho oga wana adena wo say me de be kama sem because I had why piatum kakra now before ready and I'm catch them.
Okay. Ode
is it Gaka make say what is a lazy approach we no yemfe motofo
yemfe na okere kasa
yemfe motofo yenko oga yenko
Yamita de na Dingomo fine.
92.9 MEDEAMAA FM.
Yakasa ma bibia akoye. Yabebo match no wo Lagos, University of Ghana. Yeah, the kai MEDEAMAA. The tosu mi no aye Gold Stars. The entire hat and the tosu na drinks. Omunyina ha depene. Dingomo fine.
92.9 MEDEAMAA FM.
Yakasama Bidia Akoye. Yababo Machino, Lagos, University of Ghana. Now, at the Reverend Munimono, Yababo, every 3 NSS club, 82 matches in a day. Then the impact of clubs and normal preseason. 1 year, I want to say, Niamada to put Niamasuya.
Okay, Ura Joan answer. And your voice.
By what the young queen in time in tea. Mammy Germany, JJ, so my mini to JJ, man. I say, or monitor show, no. Minima say, oh, man,
Uncle JJ.
Yeah. Munya, na. Maybe Sana say, Omonya sponsors, Sana, or say, David. Na, Manyan Crass has a folk. A pulley out.
Motor phone. I didn't hear.
Scassamuntia. As I see, has no or one crying. What do you mean, Gaza Okobo top 4? No sponsorless at this time. At this time. You know, that top 4 every season, your ball league we are 1st to 4th position. You organize it top 4, mom. In the end, as I say, Ka 2026-27, the end, no one shall see my proposal as a co.
Tienwe kra na chese bibia ese
wonya kakra mbacha wate ase no wonya kakra se ye wokure mu ya botofo a me mpese me bo company bi din ne din dida so wate ase ni ye botofo se ne ye was sponsor na sponsor ni din da so okay bi
mekai pa
okay bi all right so okay bi there minimum set ye fo so kai bi enti die na ba 2 seasons ago a mo back takwa eno mo anya sponsors. And on baby born or whatever trivia some echoye. Last season, our University of Ghana Stadium. A young name Pempi no more ya on the Kotokon County County. A young sponsorship wedding. But don't forget the last season Yenya Go Stars. Yenya Kotoko. Yenya has a book. Anambwa. And a House of Lions.
And so still not sponsorship wedding in their mom.
Very good. Clouds in Yenya Cassia 9. And Yenya. Woman Yenya sponsor. Enoko this season MEDEAMAA win top 4 na ye bebon yenya Klaus omaji bi pen omaji has a folk aje MEDEAMAA go stars aje but ene gaka be catchere say Ghana kakraka nyina not a single company not even a state owned institution because state owned institution to say GMPCB say that you know e bi agoyel national lotteries no money ade say nkrofo na ya yin Ghana ye de ya no kan yi kula nka I'm expecting ka say ko ho ye be bo mo puno mo but ansa no bi nso de ni dwa na dwade e ba bi no ope I mean value for money opade obe ya obenya ho mfa so
tana na no make cho say sisi gaka na tofo na ye bo no me hunu say nya kono ti say first ni bi mu
yeah
tana na me kan wa
yeah nya kono because those is no top 4 no clubs no bia place obebo. I quite remember 2002 2003 in top 4 boy panel de Liberty Professionals Kotoko has and King Fazer ni mo de pa but ban saying and nedie gaka ebo bisa no say afi clubs no benya kakra since onya headline sponsor he was not able to
ontinya specific
sanity ahe na de be mom it the meeting is a house of folk free top phone him confirm from what quarters has na de aba on the release abana me de matibad me who release
letter koma gaka
one the letter koma gaka yeah me de martin say has say ombo nanka e de na de say top 4 na boa wo aye preparatory ground said the ama class no to usher in the new season the man who players yeah do mo be but it is said the friendly matches you can na de say yenya TV right our top 4 mu wa said it here no yenya sika kan anye yie kura ka club bi obo kura no be 200,000 cedis ni accommodation ni feeding ni ade nya hotels ni hoteliers you know makasa no ma asum na top 4 na ya kono a ebeboa clubs no so ye yeku gaka ni yeku Ghana League Clubs Association division 1 count lazi ye yeku na mada no eye maami gaka no entimi mua ne ma na dia faso be na gaka na ho so pa gaka first gate process na no ye tibi koma omo Ubo will get process Gaka or percentage. But obeti just any money no ntimi mfe compare advertisement. Sorry, for sponsorship na ye koya na see buy. It's a lazy approach at the Magaka. Na it's time or clubs no.
Looking say obi abesuma sebi no or yeno the opibia na or yeni bia na.
Mekasani because the only bia I was there for now. The baby I could
because you say Alaji Raji Besum. Obekaya or they call Sagaka 8.
At the point where I go for TP Mazem before be and when some baby Raji family I don't even go there. Class in baby swim for Skasem. A musica and TM that time from top 4 to GH. G8 and we am going to see it.
About top 6 crowd now.
Then top 6 by top 8 by. Yenya say any money na but 4. I don't know get to see and nya mo name all dia. Nanka by this time no Gaka won yenya giant big boss. Akra.
Some say a promotion no crowd from. Publicity no.
Sika no wa yan omde. Is it why invest?
Obi kwa nim say afim po ebebo.
Na there got Klaus and Ankas and Yana, one more year plans. Klaus and Nin and Fagaka and one more plans because proposal Gaka debate 2 clubs and no. And yet lucrative. Yeah, club will be began friendly matches, but say Afibia in Senche, it mean bones a check up. Emma Samates, Chiminia Premier Clubs. Last season, I got William Koy, say Dreams Koy, MEDEAMAA Koy, Nations Koy. Oh, that Adriana Koy. Ena ono ankasa team Samates ena Holy Stars. Won say yetimi abo consistently etwetwa so.
No ye one club or no
one club team organize afibia or invite clubs eno mobo e de boabo na ho. Na say ho Gaka entimi enya headline sponsor mazi e de bottom for ama ne members a ka we was a kwa so division 1 for so. Division 1 zone 1. Yenyi zone 1 4. Zone 1 and more there. There be no ye no. Sa dey ya o bonde and dey ye no organize you. Be me picture say Kagaka no ye dey ma premier for no.
Okay.
Ka wazo timi ye ni yie ma ye o say ye bi ma
division 1
for no so. Zone 1 where you 4 clubs o ma bo ho. Zone 2 4, zone 3 4. Na ko mo nso abobo. No, so they boy me because they say mid September na division 1 for so leg no. Division 1 leg chassis. It go mo so bobia. Premier for no bo we ya maybe in the following week na division 1 for no so ba. Efe o manya kakra. O ma say they abobo mo but this time around.
Okay.
Gaka intimi nya wi obetena wa memre na so o we ya. Yes say yentimi mo na Klaus ni pull out. Be wo ya mane ya kono it will even lure the clouds. The yenye de honi enko top 4. As a mamimra kramati openi e friend Rene Hende kasa. Along last abruwai puma kwam. Ebeka chire ni nyina ye nananom se edu mri bia football ye de mrane ye.
Ye nananom ye hemfo.
Oh say has a nyin.
Anti you can so can so can has now.
Ebeka chire has fo. 1911 die. Wanyi pa ne baba any MEDEAMAA ne baba any Adriana Stars ne baba any Nations in the class baby or ye na nani house of folk ye na naba oba berewa ofi eti saberewa ofi e se priority ofi abuto bibire mefi me can be say it's time nana omahine to be afede wakeka nsamo say house of folk a time will come a better reference point to Africa. Indeed, a reference point, but in a negative way. And then about class said to yes signings. House of folk the whole of last season. House of folk went to a player, but still didn't do money about money. Ultimate venture coach many you was there. Ultimate venture coach many. What window ni be one top player. 1 year signing be kai won say o ball league o ball FA Cup mboda hemra chena na division 1 for ko yiwo mu free mo popman division 2 mpoko yiwo mu free mo popman na o ball league ya o bo ya window ne bi beko e bi bepra e bi benya cash accumulation na eka just $114,000 has of folk 21st century as of folk the coach Katimi drag ya kwafe to extend ze kwa could do FIFA near the transfer ban at 2 hours so nti to be say reference pointer e ne bonimu yes akwa reference point say obi e kasa obekasa say yenya season bi as of folk entimi anto player players kakra obeto eno ana odi bo wie ye de be refer wo mo ye be ka wo manum avena has entimi atu awie ye ball no ye nye ball no say ye din say yo players after Kofi Yesu how many coaches number Kofi Yesu free or how many coaches countless after Samuel Boadu wo ntimi nye hwe after Samuel Boadu koye no coaches aba nyina ya former nko player status committee a na ene ebroni Rene Ending ode wo mko FIFA no broni ba ko be na okọ training grounds ene wo mko pamon no
Papich
enya Costa Papi je so no de obakọ ekura nsa na Kofi Yesu ba recently ba ku bi bai ema wo ka chenzo mu ntimi en guarantee ni safety e training grounds obeka ya about ono no okọ ya ansa na nani amankwa amo kote ono kura ko ya ansa na Hendek mo ba ono zo ye ya zo mo de neka o sereti no but e de na has be ya ma se team no enya ne ntem pa fafra eze obetimi alpha coaches and they are higher than fired ye jitum be wo pamono no sa Ghana ha clubs be pam coaches but how to manage the situation o pam coach ya ebi wa mutual termination utimi ni coach ni tenase aka no one season yes o pay you off more kwa but utimi ni tenase based on contract also na sign e bi say won say house of folk yi hwan ya ena na edi anim e contractual agreement it ebema tembia $114,000 o de buy a local scene mu a we players abenya o to agu kwa anya sa coach ni no buy oga wuli mo bo pre-season na o she goals o she 33 goals no anya bro ni na detch no ana meka ze onzuzu nche na no me ensa bebo o she goals pa da bro ni no a ene o de asofok akwakoji sezika no o she goals pa sikana kwa akoto mama wa confirm say has of sikana ba so team to say has there I was wo mu yesusudu ya reference point na to be kind susudu ya positive yenya ne ma papa bi every as wo say na MEDEAMA to na nka has to kotoko to ni mu aye de na league no epeja but odie says aveni yi tabo ato every also akasevo ane wo mu nyina no obekọ na bi ya ka wi na ve na akunya kwa tetiton eno ze na supporters empe no ade ma me vem za Arsenal sign Bruno Guimaraes
omene na wie
ye wie ndi e ka check clubs nzo bi en tobi na no me ensan bebo ye ni na wie from Newcastle in V9 ye ni na wie na we Arsenal TV so ayefe pa Arsenal television so ayefe
kakra bi o MEDEAMA na
MEDEAMA dey say no na wie e preparation grounds na coach Ibrahim Tanko Guso
na me bisa me ho se Century Cup ho top 4 ho no free also a
ni nyina ese ye boy be bo ni nyina don't forget crazy say o Super Cup eno dey train the FA date or dey beba ye be bo ni nyina say pre-season no ese MEDEAMA anya new players
emre ni suso ana
emre ni dey so it depends how we be strategize o
because fourth year ya say
any problem ene da be ene on the age right and the emphasis obe 28 days bi o ka say obo number of matches abetima bobo ni nyina and said the no coach kind no as the players ni bi wo ha first friendly match wo man opportunity amo ene wo mo bebo bi e bi ene wo mo zo any opportunity mo no against ASEC Mimosa on Wednesday bi mo bebo e bi ene wo hu first one second one na ogusu sheshe team no because players abem and there will be any playing time MEDEAMA ye club oba yezi enka okasa bo nsho yem uni mu ba na wo ana me boa player bi eni wo betimi akasa oba MEDEAMA ya man opportunity
onya playing time
onya playing time onya playing time anu entimi utilize ya maza ka unze team no ya register 30 plus players onya playing time 1 minute kura na ye de be ma wa fa ye bibi and team say the competition a healthy competition wo ma e bo team no and the same bo players no and say and every match na ya de pa Century Cup mpanifo ya gitum ni ye kwa eno so ye bebo top 4 no so mo ye jewie ne no so mpanifo gitum so ye be kwa eno so ye be sen akobo na ama players no because enya veni ye be share league na se no Now because the players when you enough time and prepare when you friendly matches are more debi. I don't know. From the start go now fully prepared, fully fit, mentally, psychologically, physically ready.
Okay.
Yeah, odi hit grounds running. And the the party my say friendly matches in the here say boy coaching, obey training. Oye training new year na beach work ikoso womo ko gym womo yeze na wo bo matches na ye players na fitness na coach ni so hwe positions no bia positions e fit yeah friendly match the most of the time especially pre-season friendly matches no and na coaches no e dey hwe ne tactics ni niema bebre but a good omen the MEDEAMAA say your first friendly match we won. We are hoping send the best winning against our Sekme Mosa, so we'll be winning that match near the Koyenim. A beboying say last season your coins and Jacob say players we are not very no mobile for Fuzi Taylor, Oga Willie Adam for Nuruddin Ibrahim, Oga Willie. What's the one? Oh, that Jacob moments are not very mobile. Poor Boa, Desmond Baffo. These players not very mobile. But I'm going to coach in my ombre. I'm on the boy. It was here, Shassi, and MEDEAMAA. So, matches in there, a bar, as many as we can. Coach Egitum, not any plans or see moi. I don't think it's penny for best up.
Okay. Brenna, so call us Nemra na Mosono, Monchire Madrin on 0534 503469. Frena so chire wadwen on sama de agu awuramu amane ya bafi ya bedin komo fre na osono yenti wo de wo edemaye 0534 430522 fra na osono wo de akra kola bi anya ma de ma minti kakra on Black Queens na
enti Black Queens so coach Kimla say ye djuma but me only say Ghanaian mentality ni ebi ewura ye maba wani mo mentality na sesen say against Mali. Me observe Niema Bibri. From the start of the hostel, we had chances upon chances. Na ibetimi ashegus, especially in the first half. And go ni by we no krano. Na chances but na Omar relaxing.
Okay.
Say na I don't know say enough for the more. Baby I akwa koduno. See itimi we need this headler. Man you near qualify Eco World Cup Brazil. I want to be and World Cup if you a project your mind. We are expecting our queens. Some must be emulated that still some be qualify. Edia Coleman Abanke or girl with woman in Malawi some they are beatable. We can beat them and we are going to beat them.
Okay.
Say I mean you better take your chances. Football is about moment. Ubenya with chances are obeshe. Yentimi creative bebre. And I am conceding to bebre. So far, you are conceding just 2 goals. You are shed 3 goals. Your first match, you keep a clean sheet. Second and third match, and then you almost share by your qualification to quarterfinals. As I did here, woman say, and Ochana, no watchy. Yeah, the commentary bebre. Ochana no watch here the commentary beba. The year woman say you bet me take up your chances. Say the Malawi with you so you bet me match home to boot for boot. Near show qualify. You do semi-final, you automatic qualification World Cup. Adeba kwa kim ebe ni deno ba ebeti mu say Olivu legacy say or the Ghana Black Queens and so call World Cup. Because days are what we have to or have to ya appointed no days already more than a year on your qualification my no so when to me of young World Cup you ma why nyina ayekwa because of the World Cup mbrano na next season another WAFCON preparation so senior betwas now the project no ekoso but the way eba ni entimi an qualifier eno ano ya break camp I just say next season. So yamaba wano omo ebo mo modern communication how mo kakra wachiri and even the entire team communication omo lack kakra. Secondly, say chances no eno ni ade here Ghana ebe boss square passes na paper we benya be uko shia Malawi a ono so no Any moment, the first match I watched Nigeria. Is it? Match in there, final before final. Final before final. Omo share Ashisha to Osholamo Bufu, Nigeria striker. No. Say, when I begin say, and at this stage, na Malawi, my Kushia, Nigeria, ma Super Falcons. No more to me, Asha Womo. I get 3 points of free woman. It's match na ye ko bon. Me right home off cry. No complacency. I was here a chances are where you play to qualify. Match we shouldn't travel to post match extra time and indeed penalties.
Okay. Mati, medasi. I offer any faster no. Brenason, course no. Usubit me afre enche na sorry. Enche na ye sorry jumadi no so. Usubit me afre 0534 503 469 ofra na ede watum from him now so no pay sama watino unso wachire wadwen 0534 430 522 frame na fino intio ene anopay wati ogauli enka sa enso na e ofara ni fasare wati nka na aye agwaro nso no wati eye nka abanke omunyina wati omunka nti woso bra na wadwenche no yenti ewo ye kasafidi sene so said edi kan edi amam nyame adumachina the live commentary bro eno the Black Queens of Ghana among Malawi mba no ena edi eboni eno Women's Africa Cup of Nations ekoso ewo obi ma so Morocco nti no sene so china mabawa no ejina kono yede live commentary bro ufia no MEDEAMAA 92.9 FM nti dia no so atie no nti mamenko na mfa ni first caller ha. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Me fa cho from my response because I hear so.
Okay.
The bomb pipe here miss your phone bit nya ko no because Ghana football here can and can say but we share if Ghana football miss your phone I think so with me bomb modern kakra e ma Ghana if be an kema ye nko ni njai sinyament na wondo momwa
ati
asinyina na nyere ko before me ko no me tia hona wodan ladi the former secretary Arike so na me tia no
okay
na Mr. Eboa Arike so wasaguna assemblyman Arespa Arike sanate ni nini Eboa Arike
ati medasi okay onso obetimi afre na onso no ama yati wonka enche ye be sorry jumadi no so
ko bia ma ye die ochana ye Harun's Ventures ne ma mi ato
oh
yes ne ma mi ato
inimda
ti ochana na yakora no as Muslim customs
Nansiana and brother
yeah ne ma mi ato ti ochana no pa no nkro ye be kwa yi o Ifuanta Community Center Harun's Ventures ti ochana ye nyina ye be she jarabia ni bi Yina ebesha jarabia ni bi na yeah ochina yina ebe akuja no pa o mami
anrana anase ene na ye jata birthday no
ne
yeah okay
we said we be display o nya sam keto
happy birthday fama aye inspector jata
o chief inspector o kan inspector o tini post
inspector
your inspector and your chief inspector in team patrolment in position.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Samuel Kwaminako.
Oh, Samuel, I'm to you.
Ma, TARKWA supporters on one Saturday, football fans on Saturday. Every team is beatable. Say TP Mazembe.
Okay.
Someone know. Team beyond your one channel. You see. Mo bianca na comment where the election.
Okay, medasi Sami na wati nka free kwam na kra na di jumadi no besi medin the Richard Aji the sports executioner wati yo fara ni fasare nka abanki ni Ogawuli Agweru wati omuni na nka yes sorry na di jumadi atwa so so dia mama